So when I see this pa where it day in a white and a black cap, now a professor and at the fund of Ashum or na Ashum village for Manu. Meanwhile, where this guy where he wear black, when I see his face on the screen, now an amber terrorist where he operate for that same village where this chief he come off day. Like I talk, this chief, this partner chief for that village and a professor for one of the faculties, dean of one of the faculties for University of Bamenda. So I will put a communique questioning the relationship where it get them with this amber terrorist, because this amber terrorist, this picture be taken now for Yaoundé. So I will put a communique out questioning whether it get shady deals with the amber terrorism, because the person will be sending me this information now one of the victims of the amber terrorist, this particular amber terrorist, the atrocities them, and they know be happy for see say that they dying together, and now one of the reasons I will put out that communique. Now the fund himself, the professor, the fund of Ashum village, he don't put out a disclaimer and a communique where I go read them for una, for put things them in perspective, for make we understand exactly which way they go on for this picture. It don't put out your own version of events and your own side of the story, which is fantastic. This is exactly what we want to see. My country people them. So I go on for explain for una, for read for una the communique where this part they put them out. So now they communicate this 2 pages long. I go read them for una and then I go interpret them, explain them if some person in need them. The information, the communique itself, it be posted on our Facebook pages them, and I don't share them too for our WhatsApp groups them and for our Telegram channels them for any person will be interested. So this pa when I phone for Ashum village for Manu, he write this communique on the 31st of January 2024 when I yesterday, and he addressed them to the SDO of Manu division. The title na disclaimer, it's a publication on Facebook of 30th of January 2024 alleging that the chief of Ashum village is having shady deals with the Ambazuna terrorist called Bebe Sam from Ashum to the extent of helping the terrorists to evade capture is faulty. Basically this pa when a chief of that village he talk say the information where will be right time about it be faulty. It go on for explain the series of events starting from the beginning. It talks that during these separatist atrocities, the whole palace of Ashum was burned down, and lately my senior brother's house was also burned down because of his son, who was the pseudo general, has been harboring in it. So your own brother, he became being an amber terrorist general where he stay for that your brother house, and because of that they go compromise the house, which is fantastic. Now very good news, I like that, and that's what is supposed to happen. There is supposed to be consequences for anyone where they provide aid and comfort to terrorists. We'll continue. So this part talks on the night of the 10th of September 2023, one of my younger cousins was executed by these same separatist groups accusing him that he is a blackleg. These numerous atrocities have caused the villagers to become more offensive against the separatists. They call them separatists, we know say they've been terrorists. So Pa continue, it talks say, on the 2nd or 22nd of November 2023, during the burial of my younger brother who was gruesomely murdered in Dian by these terrorist fighters, that I, the chief and the village council took a resolution that the Ambazuna terrorists must leave their community. These terrorists were given a maximum of 2 weeks, up to the 6th of December 2023 to leave. So now, to the amusement of the villagers, on the 1st of December 2023, the leader, the pseudo-general Ashu Array, alias Benaye, surrendered himself to the military, and he is presently in the DDR center in Boya. The others have fled to other destinations that the villagers don't know. So Pa go on for explain say, on Sunday the 14th of January 2024, while I was taking breakfast in Somatel Hotel in Biemasi, Yaoundé with my children, remember say this Pa na chief of village, now Pa for all picking them. So when it talks with my children, it may not necessarily mean you biological picking them. It can mean anyone in that village now you picking them according to our custom. So it talks while it chop breakfast with you picking them for Yaoundé, I suddenly saw Tambe Samuel, who is known as Bebe Sam, entering. In my fear of seeing him for the first time after so many years, that the crisis started, I started questioning him, his mission to Yaoundé, and how he knew I was in Yaoundé. He told me he heard that I was in Yaoundé and wished to see me and apologized to me that he also has surrendered. I then advised him that the best option for him is to report to the DDR center like his friend did. So he told me that he is thinking about that. And that same day, I left him in Yaoundé and traveled back to my station in Bamenda. Since then, I don't know where he is and his current plans. I took some photographs with him and posted them to my village forum to reassure them that Bebe Sam has also presented himself to me, that he has surrendered. The telephone number he gave me is not going through right now. I am surprised that the photographs that I took with him at the hotel were sent to social media and alleging that I am having shady deals with him. The terrorist gang in Ashum has been dismantled. School is now going on quietly and other developmental projects are being realized. The palace, which was burnt down by the terrorists, is now gradually being renovated. Life has come back to normal in Ashum. Many elites spend the festive period, Christmas and New Year, in a village. I therefore make this disclaimer that I am not having shady deals with the Ambazona separatist fighters in my village. Isainam, you name Professor Agbo Bechem Peter Tabi, the traditional ruler of Ashum village, and ECC, the divisional. CC just means a carbon copy. It sent a carbon copy to the divisional officer for Upper Bayang subdivision, to the brigade commander General Marie Brigade for Timto, and Ashum Cultural and Development Association. Thank you plenty. So that one at the disclaimer way, the fund, the chief, His Royal Highness, His Majesty Professor Agbo Tabi, on Agbo Bechem Peter Tabi, or Tambi, a writer, Senam, in response to our publication on the 30th of January 2024. Now, I can give now my own analysis and my own position and explain my own point of view and my own opinion regarding this disclaimer. So, why I did make this presentation for Unana? Because a few people, they will contact me behind the scenes. Some of them leave comments on the post where we make them on the 30th of January. Where they tell me, say, my countryman, this story, it no look okay because I know this part and I know what it stands for. Please investigate more. So one of this particular part, the traditional ruler of Ashum village, one of a distant relative, he messaged me behind the scenes and we get a one-on-one conversation, which was very cordial and very professional both ways. And he explained for me what will be happen in that picture, and he told me, say, His Royal Highness himself, he will make a disclaimer, and I tell you, say, fantastic. Me, I go personally read the disclaimer, and I go make up my own mind after I see your own, I hear from your own side of the story. So when I finally get the disclaimer last night, I publish them on our Facebook page, I publish them everywhere on Twitter, not Twitter, I mean on Telegram and all the other social media platforms that me I control them, WhatsApp and the rest. I publish them for bring light and explanation to this particular story, because you know the truth now say we be right in publishing that story the way we publish them. His Royal Highness also be right in doing your own thing the way he do them. But now way it don't go the way we go. He put out a disclaimer. We also appreciate the fact that he put out the disclaimer for tell your own side of the story and for clarify the information, because that information may be sent to me by one of the victims of this particular terrorist, where he don't commit so many atrocities against this particular victim, and the victim may be angry for see one of your own leader, one of your own traditional leader, person we're supposed to represent ye, it did dine and wine on picture. Let me not say I say on picture with person where it don't torment you so much. So in need for get justice, in need for get clarity and closure as well. Now why that way is send me that story, and based on your own investigation we do and me I be see into either the story it be legit. Now why that way me I publish them. And now we want to put the record straight. Like I talk, I post them for our Facebook page. I write and say MKPD input. I say in light to this disclaimer where the fund in Meckham, we have no reason to doubt the sincerity of His Majesty the ruler of Ashum village. We are happy that His Majesty has put out a public disclaimer to clarify and to tell his side of the story, explaining how the picture came about. Based on these revelations, I, MKPD, the Igwe, the king of all the blacklegs, has decided the following. I say, one, we don't delete the previous post where we make them alleging that the fund of Ashom has any shady dealings with the Ambazonia terrorists. We don't delete that post already. Two, we are calling on all the blacklegs to do the same. So if you don't post anything about the fund of Ashom with that picture alleging, say, it get any shady dealings with any Amba terrorists, they plead with you, say make you go delete that post because it be misleading in light of this disclaimer where the chief, the fund of Ashom, it don't put them out. I believe he and I no get no reason for doubt which way he put them out there. And based on my conversation with other people, them, my interactions with other people, them stakeholders, them, where they don't explain which way it did transpire in the background, I have no reason to doubt the sincerity of His Majesty. So three, I talk say we are also calling on the authorities, the police, the gendarmes, the army, to intensify the search and eventual capture of this Ambazonia terrorist known as Bebe Sam, where his real name Natambe Samuel. I also talk say we know now, we know his real name and we get his picture, his face picture, and we go make sure say we'll capture him and he go must face justice for all the crimes and atrocities the way it don't commit harm against the peaceful people of this beautiful one and indivisible Cameroon. I go on for talk say, when you as a terrorist you run you to Yaoundé, you think say we're not gonna catch you. That one is not gonna save you, it's not gonna save any terrorist, because sooner or later your own victims, they go see you, they go identify you, they go point you to the authorities them, and your case it go land for MKPD desk, and kumkum it go be served. Whether with or without soup, we go give you kumkum. So let this be also a warning to any Anglophone elites, whether you be chief, parliamentarian, senator, or you be a minister for this country. Remember, say, not only the head of state, if it grant amnesty, and the head of state, it don't create a commission. So the commission where the president don't create them for ex-combatants, them now the only place that way they fit go for get amnesty. So any shady deals where any person get them with any amber, that one are your business. When your case is land for contraband desk, we go know what to do with him. So as I be talk, let this be a warning to any Anglophone elite. If you decide to give any aid to terrorists, uncover their terrorist atrocities because of your personal shady deals the way you get them with them, woe betide you, because when we the blacklegs will get information and we put you in our side, now you will suffer the consequences. In this particular case, the information was not 100%. It was basically, it was the picture alone, it be misleading. When you understand the background story, how the picture came about, and then you could then understand now. No worry, I still get, I know say some of when our blacklegs when I get questions them, I go come address when I questions them subsequently in this broadcast where they make them. When I bear with me, as I be talk, I talk say we the blacklegs, the victims of Ambazonia terrorist atrocities, we are unrelenting, unstoppable force against Ambazonia terrorism. And we understand that the Cameroon government is not a fight against Ambazonia terrorists, but we the blacklegs them, we are at war against Ambazonia terrorists, and we do not take any prisoners. So when we see you will compromise, you will pass gringo, we need to capture, we need to take no prisoners, just like we did take our strategies then from the same Ambazonia terrorists. For example, when I hear Pache for Bamenda way, the Amba terrorists go kill just yesterday. The same Pache way been now one of the staunchest Ambazonia terrorists himself. But guess who kill it? So Amba versus Amba, now snake bite snake. So if Amba, if you go kill Amba, it don't get time for take terrorists, for take prisoner. It don't get time for say me they go dialogue or negotiate. It don't get time for disagreement. Amba see you, it don't like you, don't like the way you look, it shoot you past begin go because now shit no wife last them. You understand? Times the day way you need for, take your strategies then from the same shit no wife last them. So yes, we the blacklegs them will not get time for take no prisoners them. Okay? But we understand say we the fight now for our people them. We the fight now for the interest of our people. They make peace, tranquility, normalcy a return back, make Cameroon a remain one and indivisible. So we go always protect the rights of the many. We'll always protect the rights of the innocent. And where we put out a post where we'll see him say, later on we discover say be misleading, we'll go delete him, we'll go make amend, and we'll go republish the right information for put context to the information, to the pictures where we will put them earlier on, so that make all man understand which way it go on. So as I talk, we don't post this information on our Facebook pages. Them not just one of the Facebook pages, and that way now Dr. Contuman Jr. And if you go for the post where we post them, You go see and say this. So some people, they there for the way they get comments, where they still get questions. Them, I will try my best to answer some of the questions them today. So, see the first question, the first post for update now from Maureen Bessem. It say Ashum is my mother's village. I come from the Ashutantang's family. I'm glad to know that he has nothing to do with the terrorists. So, thank you so much for the comment. We'll get Laminu Mohammed. He said, why didn't he alert the gendarmes or the policemen till he took breakfast with him? Anybody can write like that if he is accused. Satan has never said he is not an angel. That is true, and I appreciate your comment. And now make I explain what will happen for now. Like the chief it talk. Yes, the chief na chief for the whole village. All picking them for that village, now you picking them, including the Ambazuna terrorists. And we get to be understanding in certain situations then. Yes, the chief, it don't suffer so much from Ambazuna terrorism. That does not mean the chief no be Amba sympathizer or Amba supporter. Not at all. Like I don't give an example where this Pache for Bamenda where they kill yesterday, when the Amba terrorists they kill the same Amba terrorists were able to collect money, so-called liberation tax, they call them, they can't collect them for your house. Now so they take no house, and after they go for your house, they knock on the door, he open door, they shoot it at point blank, where they be sent by Ayabacho himself or go execute the Pakilam because they communicate and they give information to Capo Daniel. The point where they make him now say, just because some person talks say it don't suffer consequences from Ambazuna terrorism does not mean he is not an Amba sympathizer. In this particular case, this particular fund, I don't do my own background research on the fund of Ashum. Yes, it don't suffer a lot of destruction, terrorism, attacks and threats to your life, to your career, to your property by the Amba terrorists. But I don't see in any way where it be linked to the Ambazuna terrorists, because I get evidence of the contrary. When this nonsense be started since 2016, it don't publicly denounce and say it don't want this nonsense for your community because it's bad news for your community. You also get to feel sympathy for some of these people, then like the leaders in the Anglophone zone way. They know this picking them. Now they are picking them. They don't want the picking them for be killed, but at the same time they want the picking them for do the right thing. They want the picking them for drop their guns, for regain their lives back. But most importantly, they want for bring back peace, normalcy, tranquility, development for their communities. Then, so they have a very difficult task to manage the two. They want justice for the victims. They want the terrorism to stop. They want development. They want peace and normalcy for return. But at the same time, they cannot be seen as the person where they kill ye own people them. You have to understand. It's like our prime minister for our country, now also chief for Barumbi, one on a Barumbi too, one of the Barumbis. Now chief for your village. Now why that way would they call His Excellency Chief Dr. John Gute? Enough it be seen as person where a bring military, they can't kill ye own subjects. Now one of the reasons that way, Indiana, one of the divisions that way get the fewest number of military deployed today, even though one of the most powerful person for country, na prime minister, and one of the most devastating consequences of Ambazuna terrorism, it happened in your own division. So it get to balance those two things. It get to balance how to bring peace, normalcy. It get to also play politics, village politics, traditional politics, national politics. So it be difficult, and we get to understand these things. Despite the fact that we as activists, we push them for go in a certain direction where we want them, we castigate them when we need to, we publish information where be sensitive in certain time at certain times at strategic for strategic reasons. We publish some kind of information, therefore push them towards a certain direction. We need for be that force where it go move them, because sometimes the day where they need our assistance for push them for move their consciousness towards a certain direction. We also get to be conscious of the battle where they go on within them for balance out being a leader of your people and not coming across as the person where it bring military for can kill your own people. Them. One of the reasons why this particular chief for Ashum village for Manu, it never stepped foot for your own village where you be traditional ruler for 6 years. Now only last year for November, December time where he returned for a village for the first time in more than 6 years. One of the reasons is because the village it be pushing out by not collaborating with him, by accusing him that he's working with the Cameroon military. At one point, the military, they can't kill some terrorists there. The villagers, they talk saying that that power be there for Amokai, the point house, made a born and the point picking them, kill them. You understand? Which is obviously the obvious lies. Because even if to say someone of that reputation, a one for do that kind of thing, you say no go enter Amokai, go to work at point and for Sangalong, 10 franc yesterday graduated from military school, made a bond this and whatever. No. It don't. I mean, let's just be realistic. It's not there for that level for the worker for Amoka go point some money house. Even if he be one for drum, that's not how he would do it. You understand? If you just pick phone, call person, and things happen, or send someone else to go and do it, you just say no, go do them. So we know they don't do a lot of sabotage against this particular phone. And me, in the past couple of days, I don't see some of that as evidence. So maybe we be realistic in our criticism as well sometimes. But then, and I appreciate your comment, Lamidu Mohamadu. I appreciate your comment and a valid question we get to be asked, and well done for asking the question. Yes, he could have called the gendarmes, but at the same time, the Pekin don't tell you say he don't surrender. So now he give you good advice. Take yourself and surrender officially to the right channel, to the Disarmament Commission. That is the right thing to do. Calling the gendarmes right there and then does not solve a problem. It can even escalate the problem. And at the end of the day, remember, these traditional rulers and these chiefs, their number one priority now for bring back peace, normalcy, developmental projects, and peaceful coexistence in their communities. Now, their number one priority that before even the one to think about bringing about closure and bringing about justice to the victims of ambassador terrorism, that one be secondary to them. Their primary motivation now make peace and normalcy a return for their village. And now wait that way be the drive at, and now wait that way he achieve them. By taking that picture and sharing it in the forum, try for pacify in effect for sensitize village people then say this. So the threat where it make una run una cocoa farms them, the threat where it make una come out run from the village become IDPs, the threat it don't be neutralized. Now they begin this either with me right here for Yaoundé, we did together, it don't surrender just like Array, it don't surrender. So make all man feel free for go back for the village and for continue with the farming, developmental projects, for construct houses and all of those things, because peace and normalcy, it don't return to the village. That was his primary motive. Okay, me and you as Blacklegs, our primary motive could be say call gendarme straight away, which I understand, and that's what I would advise. But as the chief, when you take a cab wearing for your head, you could think differently. When you enter his shoes, then you could probably do the same thing we do. Now just say that picture now without context, it will present a different meaning to a different audience. So now the other comment where this person leave it talks say Ashu Jasper, it talks say thanks for the fun for this clarification, which I appreciate. I like that comment as well. So we also get Nyanga Fidelis or Ganya Fidelis. It talks say Igwe, thank you. I am very pleased with your analysis and your advices. Continue the work, and one day, by the grace of God the Almighty and the effort of the Blacklegs, the battle shall be over. In Jesus' name, amen. Let us be positive. And I thank you so much. So, for that particular comment, we get a response from the former mayor for Manfe, Mayor Ayuk Takunchong John. Now, your real account that for Facebook, by the way. It just loved the comment and it talks say amen. And then again, this comment, it comes from Lucky Dubé. For when I don't know, Lucky Dubé being this artist from South Africa, where he be sing all these beautiful reggae songs, and unfortunately he was gunned down in South Africa during an armed robbery, but that is a different story for a different day. So now Lucky Dubé, it talks say, but when this terrorist met the chief and others in a hotel in Yaoundé, why did he not call the gendarmes on this number 113, 117 or 1500? Does he see it normal for a terrorist who has burned his palace and killed his cousin amongst other atrocities to be moving freely in Yaoundé, planning to go to the DDR later? What about justice for all the acts he has committed? Where is his gun? Now, Lucky Dube, which I will tell you now, say, like I don't already talk from the previous comment, that is not the primary motivation of this chief at this particular moment. And I go come to another comment where some person leave on the other Facebook page where it ask say how this particular terrorist if it know whosa way the fund it lodge, whosa way the chop breakfast at that particular point in time. Make una understand. Me too, I don't ask all these questions behind the scenes for get the answers and get the clarification before I can make this presentation for una. The fund, the chief, he location and he whereabouts whenever it day Yaoundé, it not being a secret. It be well known for all ye villagers them where the day IDPs in Yaoundé and Douala, they know where to get he, when to get he at all times. Whenever it day Yaoundé in their traditional forum, in their group where they get them for the forum, it they always put them for day I'm in Yaoundé. And whenever it put them for day Yaoundé, all man know exactly who's how it good day for go if they need for meeting because it always they like a second home when it day Yaoundé. So it is not a secret. It is not like say they get a rendezvous or in English an appointment to meet with a particular person at a particular place for a particular reason. No, like it talk, it was just it be day for a different reason, and then other people just join them, and in that particular situation, even if now you no go drive it out, you no go push it out, you go listen to where it get to talk. You also exchange, give you your own point of view or advice, and then hope say it take the advice. And then wait the chief do now say it follow up by making sure those pictures were taken for put down for the forum, for sensitize the villagers and say now wait this way it don't happen. So the pictures actually came from him. Numina different person, Numina say the pictures they be leaked out or some person take the picture in a hidden a way for reveal some deep dark secret. No, now you take the picture and now you put them out into the forum. The problem now say we not get the full background context. You understand? So it not be normal say some person like that they roam the streets of Yaoundé. But now make a digress more. I explain for now why this terrorist if it succeed for terrorize people, then for Ashum village, for Manu kill people, then burn down the Fon's palace, burn down other houses, the murder, beheadings and all of those things, and then one day it just decides say, oh, I will go me for Yaoundé, I will go make my passport, I will travel me out of the country using the plenty of money where I don't collect them for ransoms and extortion and all of those things. Why was he able to do that? Because you, the victims of the atrocities, allowed him to do it. Because you know the sunshiny, because you know they put the picture out and you name out and call it out for address the terrorist atrocities and bring justice for yourself. You did that. You allow ye for reach this level where it there for Yaoundé. They live a normal life peacefully. They make a passport for traveling abroad using your money. So the fantastic thing where it come out of this whole story and say we get your picture now, we know your face, we know your name, and then no office in Cameroon it will make your ID card, passport or whatever, we will see into it. And we, if at all it's still there in the country, we will make sure say it no travel out of the country. We will make sure say it no profit from the proceeds of terrorism and criminality. You understand? That is also bringing justice and closure to your victims there. That is what we can do. We, the victims of Ambazona terrorism, we have that power. Wait the way me I do now say I create a platform where we will share this information. And when you put a picture out there, you put in name, you talk saying that Ambazona terrorist this is wanted for killing people, for destroying Anglophone zone. You could say as a yes sir, in good conscience, if you get 2 eye brains, it no go fit do where this guy is brazenly doing. Just one day decides, okay, I don't want to kill me again. I don't really thief enough money, extort enough people them, seize enough people their properties them, burn enough houses them. I get enough money from my bank account now. I will just pay my Mumenzam or Vatican or Global Travel or whatever agency I want for pay. Just enter the bus, pay my own 5,000 to like an ordinary citizen. Go me for Yaoundé, lodge in a fine hotel if I so wish, make my passport, travel me abroad. You know, forever do that if you be put the picture out there and you make sure say make it face the consequences. It not forever show your face outside. So some people the day where they on of the opinion say they so okay now it don't at least it don't drop a gun it nana for Yaoundé so make we just live and make it go. So no, it is either GDR or will kill you. Kumkumization. There is no third option. You go surrender officially the legal way. You get the amnesty. When you get the amnesty, we'll go embrace you, we'll go work with you, like how we don't do with the rest, with Clovis, with Kawayanik, with Shutang, with Shinarambo, Beltus, Joel. I can go on and on and on. There are plenty. Where would they work with them? Okay, I'm not giving no problem with no ex-combatant. But as long as you surrender officially, you surrender the right way, you get your amnesty and we are fine. So now, for this particular comment, once more, we get the former mayor for Manfred Central, Mayor Ayub Takunchong John, a response to Lucky Dube. It talks, I personally know and trust the integrity and honesty of His Royal Highness, also of His Royal Majesty Chief and Professor Agbo Bechem. He was a strong proponent of the Grand National Dialogue, and he strongly supported the aspirations of the peoples of the Manu, or the peoples of Manu, prior to the Grand National Dialogue for a unitary decentralized state, and he effectively participated in the Grand National Dialogue. Moreover, Chief Professor Agbo Bechem and his entire respectable and majestic family had gone through sleepless nights when Ashu Array and others were involved in the rubbish and grisly Ambazuna movement, to which they openly denounced it and even disowned Ashu Array. Known members of his family and Chief Agbo Bechem in particular made honest, bold, tearful, frantic and furious efforts to get Ashu Array and others out of the hell on Cameroon, the stateless, dastardly Ambazuna movement, but to no avail. Thus, members of the royal and trusted family celebrated and were happy when Ashu Array surrendered in the fashion that Jesus Christ was celebrated when he entered Jerusalem. Please, Professor Agbo Bechem could not have posted pictures with him and Samuel if he has not convinced, or if he was not convinced of his honesty to surrender himself to the DDR, which is the best place for anybody that honestly surrenders to go to. Please, let us not make Professor Agbo Bechem a prisoner without a crime. A confidence link has been established, and I think that Samuel should do himself justice and go to the DDR. Samuel is not operating in a void. Let us get him to the DDR. Fantastic. I couldn't have said it better. The former mayor of Manfred Central, Mayor Agbota, what to be a name again? Ayub Takunchong John. He don't talk for the way when me enough it even put better than that. So that person way it be personally vested. No person not fit question the former mayor from Manfred patriotism. You know, now one of the few mayors that with me I don't at the quote often post write-ups and post publications. I don't start posting. This is someone I don't know him. I know of him, but I don't know him. I first learned about him from his outings in 2018-19 when he was still mayor. From his outing, he was a very bold, outspoken. I mean, when it comes to mayors, then when it comes to people that don't stand up and denounce Ambazuna terrorism from the onset, from the beginning, the first person will come to mind. You will talk about the former mayor for Boya, Ekema Patrick, and for me, the second other person will come to mind, now the former mayor for Manfred Central, Ayub Takunchong John. Now the two people that me I know, they don't always get the people at heart, they don't always love your community, and they don't always try the best for give to your community, to give the best to your community. And there is absolutely no reason why Ego Kanshidon in public for defend somebody who is doing the opposite to what he is fighting for. So now just wait till I want bring them to una for put una minds at ease. Before I end this live broadcast or this presentation, I will go for the other page, A Better Cameroon. So now our other page is A Better Cameroon, Facebook page as well, and the same post I posted 16 hours ago, which was around 2 a.m. in the morning, because I had a very busy long day yesterday. So now the page that, so once again we'll go to the comment section. I want to see where where Blackleg country people they talk about this particular story. So for here we get Max Payne. It talks I come from Mbingjong village, which is a neighboring village to Ashum, and I can attest that what the phone is saying is true. Ashum used to be an Amba stronghold in Upper Bayang subdivision. At one time, the whole village was deserted due to the Amba atrocities. The Amba from Ashum were terrorizing all the neighboring villages, but today, normalcy has returned to that village, and the Amba Shid No White Bloods have been driven away by the villagers who have suffered enough at the hands of these terrorists. Thank you so much for your contribution. And then Emma Bote, it talks say, okay, as in, I appreciate say you agree with which way we talk. We get Pride the Sharpest. It talks say, you see why I'm in Canada, because innocent people. Yes, people that get concerned say he could have been innocent and we post any information about him that was not true. We are fighting against terrorism.